What's up, Geeksters? It's me, Omar from GeeksterLabs.com. How's it going today, guys? Well, the product I'm showing you is something that was sent to me free for review from Blue Mic, and today we have the MoFi, which is basically a powered, what they call high-fidelity headphones with an integrated audiophile amplifier built into them. So, really interesting product. This came out not too long ago, and I really appreciate Blue Mic sending them out to me so I could check them out. So this is not your average pair of headphones. First off, this pair of headphoons retails for $350, and as you can see, this is probably one of the largest headphone boxes I've ever received ever before. It's pretty large. Here's some high-level things that it mentions here on the back. We'll just go over that, but then we'll talk about a little more detail in just a second. But it mentions here has a user-adjustable tension for perfect fit on the top here. It has 50mm titanium drivers. It actually powers on and off automatically when the headphones are opened and closed, which is nice because they are powered. You do have to charge this pair of headphones up, so it does turn off automatically for you. It has two separate sound profiles on the bottom here. You can actually go into natural sound and an enhanced bass for those that like to have heavy bass. High-powered audiophile amplifier, custom designed for MoFi, so that's built into the head, the side of it right here. And his multi-jointed headband design keeps ear cups parallel at all times for superior comfort and fit. So before we talk about the headphones themselves, I'm going to show you guys what actually is included inside this box, and then we'll talk about the comfort, the build quality, and then the sound quality of this particular pair of headphones, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. First off, we have a 3-meter cable right here, and this is, as you can see, one of these tips actually goes into the headphones themselves, and the other is just a straight plug. It's a very small tip, so it should fit inside most cases if your device is inside of a case. So that's 3 meters long. Next, we have the 1-meter cable right here, and this is also the similar plugs to the other one. So straight, this one goes into the headphones. This one plugs into your device, very small tip. But this one actually includes a controller, which is very nice. It's actually made of metal, real nice high gloss right there, and it has a built-in microphone on the back. So if you're using this with iOS devices, you can actually control the audio levels, skip and play and stop and things like that with your music. So that's kind of nice. And also, you can answer your phone calls while you're listening to your music. So this is the 1-meter cable. Next, we have a USB cable that's included with this, and this is a micro USB to regular USB, and this is what you use to charge up the headphones themselves. They are powered headphones, so they do require some charging up, so you can actually hook this up right into your computer, or you can use the included AC wall adapter. So you can plug this right into the wall. It looks very similar to the iPhone adapter that came with your iPhone, so this is actually included with the headphones also. Also, pretty normal for headphones, it includes an airplane adapter. I haven't used one of these in years, but apparently they do include this in the box in case you do need one. We have a very nice 6.5 to 3.5 millimeter adapter, so if you have any kind of DJ setup or anything like that, you can plug this into there, and this will allow you to use the adapter with the headphones. And last but not least, we have a very nice carrying case. This is a very nice pouch. It's very thickly padded. It actually has magnetic enclosures in here built into there, and there's actually another pocket on the inside, so you can carry all of your extra pieces and all those wires and things I just showed you. You can actually include them in here. This pair of headphones doesn't travel very well because they're very large, but it's nice that they do include a nice thick pouch, so if you do have to put it in your bag, whatever, it's not going to get scratched up or banged up. It'll do a pretty good job of protecting them. Alright, so now let's talk about build quality, okay? Now, the one thing about this pair of headphones that I will admit is that they are very well constructed. They feel very solid, very high quality. They definitely have some serious weight to them. They're heavier than your probably average pair of headphones, and considering they have a built-in amplifier, that could be part of the reason why. But overall, the quality of them, I feel like they're very, very well designed. They're very interesting for me. I think that you're probably not going to find another pair of headphones that looks like this. They just look very unique. The thing about that is it's an extreme look. So some people I've heard, they don't like it the way it looks at all. I think it looks awesome. I think it looks just something, there's something about it that looks very unique and cool to me. There's not a pair of headphones that look like this, and they feel like very well put together, very well designed. The build quality is top notch, 100%. So no complaints to me at all. It has a variety of materials that it's built in. It has, like, we have the leather right here. We actually have pieces of plastic. We have metal. We have rubber right here on the inside. Have mesh. So overall, I think they just look like a solid pair of headphones. As you can see here, I'm going to show you on top, and we'll talk about comfort level in just a second. But here's where the tension part is right here. So you can actually loosen this and tighten this up to make the tension on your head itself tighter or looser. So depending on the size of your head, if you want a nice snug fit or if you want a looser fit, you can actually adjust that tension right here, and it'll actually loosen or tighten them up. But they fit a variety of style of heads. You can see these, it has these little arms right here that kind of stretch out, and you can bend them and make them stretch. If you have a really tall head, a really short head, I think they did a really good job in kind of coming up with a concept that would work for lots of different styles, or not styles, lots of different sizes of people, for larger heads, smaller heads, things like that. And like I mentioned earlier, on the average, it keeps, for the most part, pretty parallel when the headphones are there. They don't tend to angle too much. They stay like this for the most part. Do pinch a little bit on the bottom there after using for quite a bit of time and throwing them in the bag. So as you guys can see on the bottom here, this is actually where the on and off switch is right here. And this is what you'll use while listening to audio. So the headphones plug into that bottom section, and I'll show you what that looks like. And the plug just pops right into it. It doesn't lock into place or anything. It just kind of slides into there, like so, and it pops in there. And so when you are listening to music, there's an on, which is the first click. That's regular, normal, natural sounding audio. Click it again for bass boost. So obviously hip-hop, dubstep, techno, electronic, whatever you want to listen to that has high bass, click into the bass boost and you're pretty much good to go. And that's all you have to do is just click in there. When you do unplug it, and when your headphones are closed like this, they do power off. So you don't have to worry about them sucking up too much battery power. As you see on the bottom here, that's where the port is to charge with the USB, the micro USB. But overall, the materials, I think, and the build quality itself is very nicely done. And you know, it is a unique look. So it's not something that, the one thing I will say that is they are quite large. You saw the box that they came with. So they will travel, but they don't travel that well. This is not a pair of headphones I would buy if you're looking for a pair of headphones that travel very well, because they're very large. The pouch that it comes in will hold everything together. You can put in your backpack, you can put in your bag, and you'll be fine, but it's just bigger than the average pair of headphones that fold up really nicely. So I wouldn't say this is a pair of headphones I would travel with. If I was going to fly on a plane or something, I probably wouldn't be carrying this pair with me. I would be carrying something a little bit smaller, easier to carry around, that's a little bit lighter. I think the build quality itself is very well put together, very solid, and they feel like a pair of high quality headphones. They definitely don't feel like a cheap pair of headphones at all. So now we've got the build quality out of the way, so let's talk about comfort. Alright guys, so now let's talk about comfort, okay? Now, when it comes to comfort level, with the pair of MoFis, this is probably the one place where I will have some complaints about it. Now, keep in mind, this pair of headphones weighs a full pound. Your average pair of headphones probably doesn't even weigh half that much. Now, I'm not going to say the weight is the biggest issue with me when it comes to the headphones, but it's more about the tension, because they have this tension, these pieces of tension right here that really does a good job of making sure it keeps sealed on your ear, which is important if you want a good sound quality, because they don't feature noise canceling. So you want to make sure that the cups themselves passively cancel out any kind of noise that's around you, so that sound quality is very good. But for me, even when I lower it, because you can increase and decrease the tension, even when I lower the tension all the way, it still feels very tightly pressed against my ears. Now keep in mind, as you can see, my head is rather large, probably larger than the average head maybe. So this may not be an issue for anyone else out there if you have smaller heads and, as you know, a smaller head than me. But for me personally, and I'm talking about long-term use, because when I test all my headphones, I wear them at work for 8 hours a day. I'm not saying consistently throughout the whole day, never taking them off, but for long periods and stretches of time, I wore this pair of headphones while listening to music, and that is my biggest complaint. By the end of the day, I cannot put these on my head any longer because it was just causing me to have headaches. It would squeeze my head too tightly. So the one thing that they were trying to do in order to create a good, see, I could barely hear myself, so they do a really good job of blocking out outside sound. So they were so worried about that they didn't quite think about how this is going to impact your head. So I found this pair of headphones to be pretty uncomfortable. If you're not going to be using it for long-term use, like maybe an hour to 2 hours, like with a video or a movie, you'd probably be okay. And that, you know, when I was using it, I didn't really have any issues for an hour to 2 hours. That was fine. But when I get to like maybe the 5 hour, the 6 hour stretch, and I was still wearing them, I could not keep them on my head any longer. I had to take them off. So if maybe there's something they could do to maybe loosen this tension maybe a little bit more, so it wouldn't be so tight for people with larger heads like myself. You know, but like I said, the one complaint I have been hearing from other people that have tried this pair of headphones is that they are heavy. And like I said, the weight is a small issue, but for me the bigger issue is the tension. Of course, after 6 hours having a pair of headphones on your head, that's a full pound, the weight does tend to, I mean, it is very nicely padded, but it will start to wear on you. So it hurts right here, hurts on your temples because it's squeezing on the sides of your head like a vice. So that's the one issue, probably the one place I would say that they need the biggest improvement, which is comfort level. And let's be honest, even if this pair of headphones sounds like incredibly awesome audiophile quality headphones, if you're not comfortable, I'm not going to wear them. Okay, so that has been my experience when it comes to comfort level. So now let's talk about sound. So I'm going to preface this part by saying, of course, as you guys all know, sound and personal taste in sound is all very subjective. My taste in sound will be very different from other people's taste in sound and what they think is good sounding headphones. I have reviewed a lot of pairs of headphones, so I have my personal favorites on things that the pairs of headphones that I feel sound like audiophile quality headphones, and some that just sound like okay pairs of headphones. So this retails for $350, so it is in the higher edge of headphones. It's definitely not audiophile, because audiophile headphones, like true audiophile headphones, cost you like $700, $500, really up there. In my personal opinion, this is not a pair of audiophile headphones, okay? But at the price point, I wouldn't expect it to be that way. It's probably $50 more than what I would think they would probably price these at, but I think they're doing it because it has the built-in amplifier, and so the amplifier does do a good job of creating really good nuance and sound, really good highs, mids, and bass. You also have that bass boost, which is nice as well, so if you want to pop up the bass a little bit more for the dubstep and hip-hop and rap and genres of music that have good strong bass, it definitely works really well. It's even good too when you're watching like action movies, if you want to hear explosions and things like that. It does a good job of boosting the bass sounds a little bit. But you know, I'll be honest with you guys, I just don't think that they're audiophile. I know they put that all over the box, audiophile headphones. But in my opinion, they do sound good, but I would not use the word audiophile to describe them. I think the one thing that's kind of the mix-up that I think that Blue Mike was going for is like they want to go with audiophile because they put the amplifier in here. But I think a true audiophile is going to want to have their own personal amplifier. They're going to want to choose which amplifier they enjoy using, and then they're going to pick their pair of headphones they want to use it. It's not many audiophiles I think are going to want a combo kit with has the built-in amplifier built in it, because if they don't like the amplifier, well, they're stuck with it because it's inside the headphones. So that's where it's like it's kind of an interesting niche that they decided to you know, do or create with their first pair of headphones. I would have liked to have seen Blue Mike maybe come up with a 3-tier level headphones, you know, on-ear, over-ear, earbuds maybe even as well. But they kind of went all in and went full blast and just wanted to create something that was totally unique, totally different from anything else out there, which I feel that they have done. But I just think at the price point, $350, I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss. So I will say the audio quality is very good, but it's not audiophile quality in my personal, humble opinion. So you guys may feel differently about that. And like I said, $350 is a little bit pricey to me. I think I wouldn't purchase them unless they were under $300. And that's just my personal opinion. But like I said initially before this part of the video, the comfort level is what's number one most important to me when it comes to a pair of headphones. If they don't feel comfortable, I don't care if they sound like crap or they sound awesome, I'm not going to wear them. So this pair of headphones is not a pair of headphones that I would normally use on a regular basis until they do something to maybe adjust the tension on them. Because I want to have a pair of headphones I can use at my job 8 hours a day and not have to feel like they're uncomfortable or heavy or too tight on my head or my temple. And this pair of headphones is not comfortable for my personal large head. As you guys can see, I do have a rather big head. So anyways, guys, those are my humble thoughts, my opinions on this product. Like I initially said, sound quality is a subjective thing. Other people that review these headphones say they sound like audiophile headphones. My personal opinion, I didn't feel like that was the case. They do sound very good though. Don't get me wrong, they do sound good, but I would not use the word audiophile to describe them, okay? So anyways, guys, that's my personal opinion on the Blue Microphone MoFi headphones. Very interesting pair of headphones, and it's cool to see that they're kind of going into this market, and I really can't wait to see what they come up next. Definitely the build quality is something that is definitely, they've definitely stepped it up, and they've done a really good job when it came to the MoFi. So if you guys have any questions about this product, please post those down below. I read each and every single question and comment on all of my videos, and I will always do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up as well. And if you want to stay up to date with all of my content, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, guys, make sure you stop by geeksterlabs.com for the latest in tech news and video reviews, and I will see you in the next video review. See you guys.